Well, thanks everyone. This is for Asian American month, and specifically, we represent the Hmong community from Southeast Asia to China. And these are some of the herbs that, as many of them came over from Asia, they brought along with them. These are Hmong considered chicken herbs because it's usually one thing is used for postpartum treatment for Hmong women that after giving birth they use all these herbs to stew with chicken to eat and drink for a whole month. It's a vitamin supplement as well as some other helpful medicinal effect. And another thing is that besides for postpartum uses, it can be used for on a regular basis. Depends on your illness. Maybe aches and pain. Maybe some of them are for kidney deficiencies. Some of them are for my mental stress, and it could be used on any time that you have a need for it instead of just for postpartum for a woman. So we're going to go through one at a time. These are not a complete list, but some of the most important one or commonly available one that you'll see at Hmong's garden or at Hmong's windowsills. Most of the time they'll be by Hmong homes windowsills where they have them. So we're going to go through some of this one at a time. Even though it's not complete, it's these are some of the very common one. And this one here, this one here, Hmong call it it's a grass variety. The smell is kind of similar to licorice. Licorice, so it has that tangy smell, licorice smell. It's 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 what I have seen is that my wife have used it for postpartum most of the time, and also just for developing, bringing back your appetite. That's what she does. So that's what it is, and then they can say some more. I'll be speaking English, and then they can talk some more. And then she do not watch the power.
Rất kha cha nó phốt với sĩ dia lỡ cho nó sĩ hắn mà lỡ cho trong năm mà lỡ mưa lọ cho nên mà có hồ chỉ là yếu mà cho chỉ là mới cho đã cho chỉ là
For headache or for migraine headache.
cho nó khó đây
And they just break these leaves off and crush it and put in a cup. It's a tea drink. She said if you feel like you might be having a stroke coming on or something similar to sort of a seizure like episode might be coming up, you break it off and then you stew it in a tea and drink it. It's a tea. Yeah, it helps with that fuzzy dizziness feeling that you have feel in your head. Uh, let's try this two here. Atunayan diya. These two Hmong call it di. We're not sure what it is called in Western language, but in Hmong it's called di. These are also used for chicken as well, but I will let them talk about the medicinal side of it. And next, what you put,
sĩ cho cánh nó thế nên tao về cho nó phụ nó về cái mấy cái lò cho y nó lú tê cái lò sầu dạ bây giờ nó ta lấy của giờ cho chút cánh nó gì mới lúc phụ nó cho thì muốn chuyện nó thế chuyện nó thì cái lò cho cái sầu thì từ món lô thì muốn cái lò cho cánh nó
These are for chicken herb, chicken stew. Uh, Everything's usable. The leaves, the stems, and what she just said is that usually you clean up the root. You use the root, it'll be the best part to use the root. And then you use the root, you clean it well, add it with a few leaves of this, add it with a few leaves of this. a few leaves of this, and you add it in in a combo of 3, 4, 5 combinations together, and then you stew it together in a chicken pot. And then once the chicken has been stewed, then you drink it, you eat it, and watch it. What up?
Chứ là cho cái nó gọi dùng thơm món lô.
Okay, this for eggs and pain. Hmong call it molo. If you have to translate it literally, it's called old age sickness. so for me, it's most like old age, mostly like back aches and muscle fatigue and things like that. So these are and don't forget, a lot of this you combine them together. You can use them singly by themselves, or it'll be better if you combine together in a synergistically effect. Overall, it'll be best that way. Uh, Jane Chuan Dua. This one's called Jane Chuan Dua. This is the one that I propagate, and it's the one that didn't come out well. Well, it came out pretty well, but it's been in the little cup for so long without being put on the ground that I think they are dying dying down. So Jane Chuan Dua na泡我洗我这。
Xí cho là cho dùng má lô lên tới thế dùng ấy yêu bao số vậy chị bao số chị yêu biết bên xí
Yeah. So this one here, Jane Chuan Dua, this one here, it's also used for chicken stew, but mostly when they use it by themselves, you use it. It's a tea drink as well. It's for to help you with your dream. The two of them say helps with you with your dream, or in your, I would say, more of like a mental stability, where you have this perky, scary, fearful sensation in during the night, and then you use it, you infuse it as a tea to maybe calm your mind, calm your mental. So that is what is for mental calmness. Yeah. Yeah. She atuna ya atuna ya achi.
bé hồ chôn thác công
This was called in Hmong. It's called chuan da kong. Chuan da kong.
số gì sống
Or another band is Xuanji Xiong. It has two different names. Yeah, how she watch it.
xí cho là cho cái nó yêu nhỏ trên nó cho nó một trôi lúc chế li bà ta các khe ta xí tôi đấy cho nó chế nâng chỉ cho cả yêu nhỏ chung là chỉ cho yêu chung là do lần tư yêu nhỏ là như chỗ nó cho nó ba rồi lúc chế theo li cho khó theo chỉ món lâu
Okay, this one is used pretty much 90% of the times for postpartum. This is supposed like when after postpartum, a woman stomach still have that it's not tight yet. So in order to help the muscles, the smooth muscle to regain its old forms again, you stew with the chicken, and it's supposed to help you with your stomach to get into shape again. So that's why Hmong women use that to get into shape. Yeah.
thế ở nữa dùng đồ cho phí nó cho phí chỉ mua nông chỉ mua phí chế nó tụi nó đồ chế chỉ mua allergy
And also another thing is that this one here is really good against allergies. It's really good against anti poisoning. If you were to be overdosed with medications or some other thing, this one will be good to work against it.
thế có thấy làm gì thì ý cho nên tụi nó xé nó chế rồi tên nhỏ chỉ khổ polio nó nông nó sẽ mang chữ nó chỉ khổ chế khổ nó có tiêu tối chỉ khổ chụp phan cái là giờ muốn lìa chỉ trong chỉ là muốn tụi nó đã cho là cho em mới khó cho anh số tu cho chị rong thế này
Okay. Okay.
ừ
Another uses for mostly for young children. If they have skin allergies or skin rash, then this will be a tall plant. This is just a little baby, but they can grow very tall. Uh, if your children has a rash on their skins or allergies on the skin, and this is only for skin treatment, you break these things up, you pound it out, and you boil in water and use the water to cleanse your skins. That should take care of the rash and the allergies, sort of like chicken pox sort of things, and those are good against those. So yeah, this one has lots of uses. Okay, so atunaya blong toko, mia yu blong toko. These tools are called in Hmong Kong blong toko, and this I propagated from the leaves, where when the leaves dropped to the ground, it came into contact with soil, and it just brought out little seedling like this out right out of the leaves. So that's why Hmong call it blong toko.
vì đồ khó thì tao bé tụi nó tụi mê sống đó tụi nó ta xin chẳng mê sợ nha
Nó chẳng mấy.
tao bé hồ thì lúc tôi cầu mà người rong của tôi khăn là tôi hai tiệt của món trừ lại của tôi giờ tôi cho đi trong lúc này của tôi ta xin mà của nó ở tụi nó thế tụi nó sẽ chạy của rong lại
Nó sợ cay là nó nhộng sự là
đây là nó nhộng sự thì của là đen là của tôi nhá nó cho nhá hồ này lúc này hậu
Okay. This you could add over chicken. It's a pot of chicken too, but mostly from her experience, Me's experience, she just eat the leaves in itself right after you wash it right directly right off the plant. And what it helps her with against asthmas and against lung issues. I think she indicated that she were diagnosed with lung issues, and I think she was given a minimum length of life left. And so this one here, she just eat them raw every day, and she feel better after that. So it's something with has to what the medicinal effect is against lung failures or lung uh, uh, trouble. So that's what it's used for. You don't need to cook if you don't have to. This one you can eat it right off the plant, and like a vegetable or like a salad. You can add it to your salad if you like. Tụi nó nếp họ, tụi nó.
Bé nó rồi rong mà xem mà rồi rong nông thea rong rồi tên lăng chỉ tu lăng ấy à bự cho rong là hiện đại
These are good against asthma and cramp. Mostly the kind of cramp is the one that where you sleep at night and you toss into it and you just have a cramp coming up on your legs and your arms. So this is for those kind of sleeping cramp. Not so much about your exercise cramp, but for your resting cramp. What this is used for. If you are a person who always every now and then has waked up. How to use is that the stems, the leaves are usable. If you wanna use it's a tea drink. You use the stems and the leaves together. It's doable. But if you want to use it with for in Hmong culture, the two things that they always mix with their max medicine is chicken and eggs. So those this one here, they use mostly with eggs. You break up the young leaves and you crush it up and mix it with chicken, and you either uh, uh, pan fry the eggs, or you usually they mix it up and they put it back into the eggshells and then stew it. So yeah, that's how they use it. So both the leaves and the stems are usable, and it's uh, more more lâu tên đại thật là ya ở ta có hạt
rong mó lông
ở
tới
tu lăng
rong
yeah,
nồng
yeah, against cramps. Yeah.
chị chính chấp lại chị lại chị mó đi mó xí món chữ
Oh yeah. Yeah, true. It's also good against cough and coughing for yeah, it's for anti-respiratory system problems, and that's what that one's for. So next one, this one is called Huli Chane. Chota. Chota. This one Hmong call it chua. If we translated it, it'll be red chubby plant. Red chubby plant. It's just because I think it's they name it that, but it might be because it's one of the most plump, most fully, most plump plant. That's what they call it, chubby plant. Ito na hashili tiapo.
tụi nó chê sĩ tôi chọn nhỏ đó đang chê chỉ mò con trà nọ thế
Oh, this is for children that has jaundice. They seems to be losing the appetite. They are developing anemia or jaundice. And this is to help with that sort of circulatory system issues. They want this one they could be if you use it for postpartum. So all of this you can combine them together, a little bit of each, and add it up and then cook it. So this one's for kids with circulatory system, or for grown up, even for grown up and adult, for circulatory issues where they're developing jaundice and anemia, color, the loss of colors on their face and in the individual body, and they use that to boost the colors again. So these two are the same. It's just that this one is the green variety. This one is the red variety. They are pretty much the same. Okay. So this one here, to me, it looks the same. It's the same. But she just told me these ones are different from that one. And if you look at the leaves, it is different from the other one. So this one here is for upset stomach. This bigger one is for your jaundice and your anemic, and this one's for upset stomach, where when you eat something, you have a upset stomach, or you just have stomach cramps and things like that. These ones are good for that purpose. Yeah, you just use the leaves or the young stems and crush it up, mince it, and then add it to your eggs or your any kind of meat would do. You if you after a meal you feel an upset stomach, this will do it. This will help with that. Cho nó galia. So these two these two are called galia.
Rong nọ rồi you mất tiền mất tơ là nó là rong mất tao ho nó là rong
good for ache and pain on your legs, headache, with headache sort of related issues and against your aches and pains on your extremities. These are good for it.
Nó trên tập phụ là mấy nhiều tập khen á để mới giờ cho nó cho cô liên liên thì con nó mình chỉ cho chị một cái cái chụp trên sai rong nó nè.
So because of the color, it also synergistically helps with this one here. Well, this one here helps with jaundice and anemia. This also acts in a synergistic way with this one here. Well, it helps you with your skin colors, your anemic coloring, or your jaundice coloring. These two act pretty much the same way. Cho nó cô chỉ mua cái tờ ya. Chỉ mua cái tờ. Tụi nó cô chỉ nhắc luôn bề nè, tụi nó ya chỉ. Cha xiong, okay. Mong call it cha xiong.
Cho bé tụi mua cho chỉ tao lấy nhân để té nữa. Cái chân nó đâu đâu.
Ya tụi nó học xử lý chả.
Tụi nó xí đâu nó ý là lý tụi nó thế vậy. Nó chỉ cho khốt thọ là chỉ cho họ bên mong là nó sợ rồi nó bé hay cho hay trái sống mua chùa vậy. Chỉ tụi nó tụi trong chấp lại.
So this one has the same effect as this one here, pretty much the same sort of help. It helps with your resting mental stabilities. Thế chỉ thiên này của chính giác.
Bé gì nó bé cho nó chỉ giống thịt tía li giống cho khó thuần nông là chứ nó cho nó chỉ
for common cold, the common cough. These are good for your common cold, your common cough. And these two, I think these two are the one with the most medicinally beneficial plant that they kept around the house. And also this is the galanga plant. You could use the root or you could use the leaf. What I use on myself is that I break up each leaf right here, maybe 2 of them, add it with this, and just to give a flavor to the chicken that I cook. I cook them for flavor, but they cook for medicine effect. So tôi nói nếu bà dùng cái khó chua chỉ tiếp
bao dùng là tôi nói hay bé tôi cho họ nếu lúc green hậu nhá họ green hậu họ dùng xe rồi nếu bố bé cho cái nào cho họ mót đũa.
So this is also for old age pains and aches and pains for old age. For me, because I only have a fear of this at home, I use the leaf instead. But if you have a lot of this, then it's better to use the root. So for me, I save the root and use the leaf instead. And also for me, I use it to flavor, but I don't use it for medicinal purpose. But they do use it for medicinal purpose.
Cái hai tuần này hai tia bé nhà bé tết chào chị bé nó cho ba này ạ, cho ba thế chọn cho mà mỏ lấy sư bé chỉ nó giảm bớt thôi bé chọn nó chỉ mỏ ai rồi bé cho chị bé chọn nó thế chỉ ba.
Yeah, I think we have one here in the greenhouse there that has the flower already. That flower itself is also usable. Also, when it makes a new shoot, the reddish new shoot will be the most potent one. The leaf, the flower, and the new shoot, and that just starting to come out of the ground. Those are the most potent part of the plant. But if you don't have those, or if you're trying to save your plant like me, instead of using them up, then you use the leaf, and that's it.
Yeah, chị tụi nó chị bé tập bé sa ôn thì cho tên nó còn để tên lo là đa bé sa ô bé là bây giờ thì bé cho nó đâu giờ chị bé cho tụi nó chỉ tôi cho chị bé cho họ chế sứ tụi nó chỉ dùng cho chế sĩ trong yêu đã tê đã tơ lỡ lo yêu pipe lỡ rong
tụ cầm bay hụt chả
lúc bây và tụ nông cho nông lọ tơ thì
oh this this in Hmong this is called chua nong lotter translated literally as birds with broken legs. So if they call it that because this is what it is for. If you have a fall downs or if you are old and you fall down like old people usually do when they fall down and break their legs or their arm, or if you are in a car accident with broken legs or arm, this helps you with your bones resetting and rehealing again. So this is for body broken bones and stuff like that. You could use the stem as well as you can also use the leaves.
Cái bé dia ta lấy mới tôi chứ là mong bé cho là mong là xí là tôi về là mu cho là bỏ tôi nhận nông lót tơ vậy là muốn chứ bé khử nè muốn cho khử tôi nông lót tơ vậy tôi nông sạch cái tơ trà thì rong thì lấy cái liu
oh yeah. She just told me a story about this plant. The story is that in the old days they don't know what this is used for. But someone has the birds that has broken legs. They caught the bird with broken legs. So this has been tested on the bird. That's why it's called bird with broken legs. They pound this into a mash and then wrap it around as the poultice on the legs of the bird. And the bird got better. That's why it earns this name of bird's broken legs because it's being experimented on the bird. That's why they have that name for it. So this is for your traumatic injuries, bodily injuries. These are used for that. Yes, okay. So these are from Southeast Asia, and this you don't usually see them grown in a garden, but mostly they have in a little pot on the windowsills, and this is how important it is. They do not let the plant die out.
thì tụi nó mới chỉ trong khai là đi tụi nó thế tức là mà tụi nó trong sai đồ tụi lo tụi nó chỉ nếu cho xem mẹ mình chỉ tức là mà cho nhau mình chỉ
ở tụi nó giờ ba tụi
yêu tụi lăng lo nông lo hấp bó lo asthma rồi
okay lúc năm bây hồi chả
trơn chúa
this is called trơn chúa it's called green trơn it's called green trơn this one here and this one here they are served in a very similar fashion, similar effect against asthma, respiratory issues, and nông thiên tử thế sư ạ, ở chỉ theo asthma like tu lăng tên là thế là, yeah, and also yeah, also you use it with the eggs, crush it and mix it with the eggs and steam it or boil it and then you eat it. So these are for your respiratory issues as well as your regular cramp, nightly cramp. So.
Chị cho nó cho căn tông nó chị bé mà tao hồ chị bé mà cho hồ không thiệt.
This is Hmong call it gan dong. Gan dong. This is for for headache related issues, your dizziness, where you feel like you might be puking, some sort of upset stomach, where it has an effect on your fuzzy feeling with your head or headache. This is what it's used for. And what?
Tụi nó chỉ lúc bây giờ dùng cỏ cổ ta chỉ mới lúc họ cỏ căng nếu dùng rồi nếu dùng rồi yêu mất chân gì vậy mất chân gì thế mất tao họ chỉ mất họ chỉ dùng của cha mình chỉ những chim không mổ đến họ tụi nó chân gì
okay this one is called ca căng What this one is used for is for your urinary issues, where she have been using for her kids when they have urinary inconsistent or kidney stones, where it's hard to go to the bathroom regarding your urinary bladders. This is pretty good for that, and this is what they use mainly for your urinary bladders issues. And air out of this, if you grow in the garden, you have all this. If you don't harvest it, it's going to go waste and it's gonna die over the winter. So in order to save and prepare for your eventual usage during the winter month where they don't grow anymore, you do it like this. You already prepared it. You get a little bit of this, a little bit of this. You combine together. You wrap them up and you put in your freezer. When it's time to use it, you just take it up like this, unwrap it, put in the pot with your chicken or with your eggs or your other meat, and then you have a whole stash of reserve for the winter month. So even though your plant here is not growing in the winter anymore, you already have this ready made, ready to go. So in a lot of more freezers, yeah, you dig through it, you see a whole bunch of this in there. So when you go to more freezers, you see a whole bunch of this. Don't throw them away. They're useful medicinal groups of plant. Yeah, it's easy for usage, and also it forms a preservative over the winter. If you have a need for it, it's already ready. So that's why you wherever you go, you see a lot of Hmong have their pots of plant around the windowsill. Those are not for decoration. Those are for medicinal, and those are preparation for medicinal uses when the need comes. So I think that's all there is. so, so again, this is me and Pokahucha Kamua me and Chuka. So for all those out there, those younger generation, if you don't know this plant, learn from your mom and dad before the knowledge is lost. Or if you are Westerners, you need to learn about this, and you can talk to me or Gamo or me. We could advise you on those uses. Especially, it's easier to grow, but a lot of people are afraid of the usage of it. They're afraid of side effects and stuff like that, or how much of each to use. And but these two knows, these two knows. They use it by the numbers of leaf in Hmong tradition, by the numbers of leaf instead of in the grams or pounds of ingredient. So when you talk to Hmong people, they'll say a couple branch there, a couple leaves there. That's how these have been used. They will not tell you how many grams of each one, but they tell you how many leaves to use. So that's the difference between Hmong herbals and some other Chinese or Japanese herbals where they have precise grams and stuff like that. But Hmong just weigh them by the leaves or the numbers of leaves or the numbers of root that you use. So thank you.
cho sẽ là chừng khe chừng hai bé cho khe cho nó thổ tu hơn nữa không có sợ lo nó mà đã khác hết rồi chỗ đâu giờ chỉ mua xí chỗ nó là bé mà đi tôi chọn gì
Yeah, this is not a complete set. That's what she said. So these are the most commonly found one.
Yeah, chọn đâu giờ cho bé cho là
tụ có của chị tôi mua cũng mua tụ chị đi đu là gà đu sư của chị mua tụ nó
ăn một thọ cho đi có khi của thọ học khó
ô thọ chị to là
thọ to mà
ô yo
thọ nó cái mà cái đó cho nó
Oh, oh, ya ne tu mo te ko ga mu cha ta che ya na. Oh la, okay. Okay.
Cho nó chỉ xong là bé đúng không?
Okay.
Tôi có sẽ.
Okay.
Thank you for.
Yeah, I'm going to. These are the two variety I don't have at home, so I'm going to take this and propagate them. See, this is part of herbal sharing. It's part of herbal sharing.